Okay. Oh, let me make sure I have old code off my laptop.
Hello. I need a better name for this. I call it like Lit Talk.
That sounds like something else. It's probably not the best that you can name it that. Ah, shit, this one's on 4%. Okay, phone, you're getting fast charged for the next 5 minutes. Get you to at least 20% before I start running OpenCV on the S5 or S6. Because it... Oh, well, I always instantly get 3 viewers. But... Not instantly, but I always get like a handful of viewers, but nobody ever talks in chat. And that's like heartbreaking, because I'm lonely inside. Like, somebody... That's what chat is. It's just dead. Makes me sad. I also can't see who's watching, which is even sadder. Wait, I can? Oh, that's just participants in chat. Okay, let's just make sure we have any code off my laptop. I should also work on 6179's autonomous. Life. Oh, see, Ryan's cool. He talks. Good for you, Ryan. Hey, actually, let's do something with our stream overlay, because I made this. I make it sound like way better than it is. I said like I made it, but it really isn't anything. I was just making it for a video, and I ended up not using it. Icons, FTC 617 or 7195. Oh, the white stroke on that looks really bad. Whatever. Text, GDI plus. Text, stuff. We're gonna select the font. What's a good font for us? I think it's called United Kingdom is the one I want to use. Yep. I don't know. I'll help with something here. Make our string look a little bit more fancy. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now actually back to development. I gotta go on my laptop real quick and stage all changes. I want to call this meeting 2 days ago, was it? So it'll be 12/27, no, 12/28/17. Commit changes and push. Just so I have anything I did at last meeting. Okay, there we go. Now I can go ahead and pull those and we'll be good to go. Oh, it's gonna want to merge it in it. Yep. Yeah, whatever. Done. Really need to fix set activate windows. Details. Actually, how's stream audio doing? Just want to make sure we're all balanced out. Activate windows. Details. Actually, how's stream audio doing? Just want to make sure we're all. Okay, there we go. And I can turn up my gain a little bit to get me... Ah, that's too loud. That's ear rapey level. You know what? That's good. Actually, a slight bit of gain wouldn't. Okay, there we go. Let's hope that's good. If anybody has any audio issues, just let me know. I'll tune in some audio. Oh, let's see what we're looking at here. I want to do some cleanup work on this so we can run individual processes. So that's the original process frame, and I'm going to remove this. I don't want to upsize. So we have a working mat, and let's have a private. So we can downsize the mat to dual our processing. But we're also going to do a copy to display mat. If we are rotating, let's also rotate the display mat. Actually, no. No matter what, let's. It's probably going to want to. And from now on, wherever we're drawing, we only draw to the display mat. I'm going to have to remove the cycling of mats for right now. Yeah, let's just remove it. It just sucks that we're going to have to remove it, but I think for right now we should, just because. It's just from now on, just reprocess that. And where is our on process frame? All of these are now broken. So now I just want to return to the display to mat. And we're going to change all of that to a pre-process function. Okay, so we can fix that. We can then release our working mat. We can release everything, actually. So from now on, wherever we do any drawing of the sorts, we are doing it to our display mat. And find contours. The draw contours goes to the display map, display map, display map. Okay. Display map. Okay. We do not need to resize the display mat, only the working mat, which means down here we don't have to do anything. And you know what? Let's private mat. I'm gonna call this Okay, let me look at something. Theoretically, can we just call process mat without having to enable it? Let me put this under a new group called DogeCV. Theoretically, if I don't do enable, where's the enable function? Enable if init started. So the OpenCV pipeline can be enabled while true, and it enable camera view. Here's what we're going to do. Enable, we're going to do a Boolean no camera. Manual. Is that how you spell manual? Good enough. I have to look at Euphoria. Enable the camera view. I can probably make that 5 seconds, actually. Okay, so if we enable the camera view... You know what, let's just pretend. Let's just do, like, if not manual. We're just gonna test that out someday. We're not gonna do that right now. But what's gonna let us do is override the function so we can only feed it one matrix C. So theoretically, then our display mat, our process mat is our override 2, which I don't like how we feed it gray. We're never gonna be feeding it gray. So let's just remove that. And wherever we do process frame, I really don't want to feed it gray anymore. I just want to feed it RGBA. Okay, cool. Then definitely everything is going to have to be horribly redone. Part of me wants to put all these functions somewhere else, but we'll see. Let's quickly make sure we disable all of these. Disable them though. Actually, no, let's go in and fix them all up, because I wish I could just run it, but Java's just gonna hate me for it. So what we gotta do is we gotta do return. This is crypto box detector, which is much fun to fix. We just want to return the RGBA. We don't have to resize anything. Wherever we have our next return statement, which is right here. Again, trimming down our memory usage there. And we can change this later down to a display mat. Okay. That's all done. Glyph detector is going to want me to just return it work RGBA. And you're gonna not like me returning you just one mat. Well, that's an easy fix. I can add back the gray functionality, I just really don't like. Personal preference. I can add back my switching ability later down the line, but for right now, I can just tell the detector to manually override it, but we can see that later. We'll do like version 1.2 debug mode, which enables, if you set a setting in your detectors for debug mode, it will return you everything you want to know, which is helpful. Now the fun is split up. I know, you're charging, let's boot up. Come on, boot up. I believe in you. Boot up. There we go. That was too difficult. Let's see what the program is talking about. They're talking about a lot. That's cool. And that would be the fun. I want to clean up Joel Detector too while I'm at it, but Okay, we want to give it a... Okay, can't do default values. Processing. These are just all our processing functions that we use. Doge processing, actually, I should probably call it. Yeah, let's be fancy. Pre-process. Okay, cool. We can run those all later. Now in our jewel detector. Jewel detector, we're drawing all to a display map. And let's get the screen sharing program open. So you guys can all... Oh, we're already streaming it. Let's be a simple fact of just clicking properties. Okay. And if we go to the phone. Nightlight. Good. And we got errors because CryptoBox old is no longer a thing. It's now just called CryptoBox. Import class. I doubt he'll see that in time, but whatever. Oh, did we actually have a build already? Oh, I wasn't surprised. I need to open up our Google Drive. And FTC. No, we're doing jewels, aren't we? That's a perfect. That is like too perfect. It actually is too perfect, but I digress. Okay, connecting. It actually can't be that perfect in competition, which is why we don't use that for actual testing, but we make sure it's nice to have both working and non-working images, or not perfect and non-perfect images. Mostly for the fact that it's good to have images that you know work, but it's also nice to have really dirty images like that. So you can actually test the bot. I'm messing up wherever I'm drawing. Since I am not... No, I'm not drawing... I'm doing all my calculations beforehand, but my display mat is tinier than the big mat. There's a couple ways around this. I can just upscale the big... I don't want to downscale two materials, or two matrices. So you know what, let's just switch back to working mat. It's a shame, but it's just simpler. It's actually a real shame, but So I like having everything in my own separate material or matrices, but accounting for downscaling is annoying. So we're just gonna scroll up, remove display mat. Where we get a display mat error, we will kill it. Good, it's not being used. That means we did everything right. Okay, now test number 2 we need to fix. We need to fix rotating mat should now be a integer, which should be now changed to rotate value. And we can change this actually to an enum. Public enum. Actually, can we do a thing called in lib? Call this DogeCV enums. Actually, I have a giant class called DogeCV that we can plug that into. We're gonna call this detection speed public enum rotation, which will have none clockwise 90. We have clockwise, counterclockwise, which, okay, so, and then you have 180. I want to call this a full flip. Counterclockwise 90, flip 180. Counterclockwise 90. So you have CW 90, counterclockwise 90, flip 180. That's 10 out of 10 values there. So for this, we can just call this detection speed from DogeCV. Detection speed balanced. And the rotate value shall be called rotation. Import that. Rotate value is equal to none. Okay. Pre-process. Mat processed mat is equal to mat.clone. Or whatever, mat.resize. Image proc.resize mat. I gotta quickly look up the OpenCV I have to quickly look up the OpenCV flip command. OpenCV flip. How to flip an image in OpenCV. What is the codes for this? What's the flip code? Flip codes. 0 means flipping around the x-axis. Positive 1 means flipping around the y-axis, i.e. negative 1 means... Example, 1 means flipping around the y-axis, and negative means flipping around both axes. See description below for
below for formulas. The function flips an array in three different ways. Row columns and indices are based off that.
Cool, I understand none of that.
Actually, I do understand it, but I just don't want to think about it. Wait, does mat.release returning you a mat? How do you return a mat then get rid of it, though? That's my only question. Whatever. So clockwise 90 is equal to just flipping the image that way? Counterclockwise 90. No, that's counterclockwise 90. Counterclockwise 90 is -1. And this is equal to 0? Okay. And map before is just up here. Temp before release is just down here. Oh my god, I'm bad at this. And return the mat. So now if I go to my jewel detector and I do pre-process, so instead of doing all this resizing and stuff, all we got to do is just do working mat is equal to processing, Doge processing. And let me guess, it's a private void. Oh, public void. What did I do wrong then? Oh, it's not static. Do you have to define classes as static? You... Oh, guess not. Dot preprocess working mat new size rotation value.
Okay.
And now if I go to my jewel detector, which should now have many errors. Yep. Okay, so let's test none.
Could not find the 0 rotate mat.
Okay.
So no rotation whatsoever. Should be... On the bright side, maybe we can get slightly better performance out of this. We get the... Don't crash. We get a error in logcat, I'm guessing. My book says it was resized. We are never upscaling, are we? We're never going back up to the original value. Working mat. The only downside of this is that when you do your scaling, all your text gets put up after. I could use the display mat approach. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the display mat approach. I actually have an idea. Because what we do is, for all these points, we just time this by, divide this by the downscale factor. Because if divides the opposite of that, actually, we'll test it. We'll use this to display mat up here. We don't need a blurred map. We can actually make this now a display mat, and we'll just do a quick test with like a bounding box. Wherever we draw a box, which is, let me just put text. Where do we put our boxes? Right here. We're gonna do display mat, new point. Divided by downscale factor. Divided by downscale factor. And then what we do is now is we just we return the display mat and RGB copy to display mat. Oh, and the one that should be doing this is blue. And now, because we don't have to downsize, we actually should get a little bit better performance. Okay, what did I do wrong here? Oh, you guys. Downscale factor. Okay. So this one we have to draw to a downscale factor, which is not that big of a deal. Oh. We can't do draw contours anymore, though. Well, we can, but I just... you know what, let's not do draw contours. Display map. And our center point for displaying is actually going to be a new point. Center point dot x divided by downscale vector. Center point dot y divided by downscale vector. We're going to copy and paste this, and anywhere that uses center point, we go down here, replace it. You don't get drawn. And you go to display mat, you go to display mat, you get replaced with our downscaled code. You get replaced with our downscale factor. Wonder what you got, you rascal, you. What you got, you rascal, you. Actually, we don't even got to do the math for these. We just got to do, instead of new size dot height, we do initial size. Then you just do a new point 515. Yeah, that works. And we do that to the display mat, and now we don't got to upsize anything. Okay. Building. And now we can test our rotation code. And I gotta go back and now port all this logic over to everything else. Fun. But we just kind of gained some FPS doing this. Okay. There we go. Now we can actually now have more control over. Okay, that needs to be rotate that. I wish I could get the phone orientation. Also, red is not drawing. Okay. So now we're gonna try rotating a flip 180. We'll see what that does. And for our jewel detector, we're gonna need to make sure red box is being drawn, which is working map, display map, and build. Okay, so this should be flip 180. So now your phone should be able to be. This is a bug I've been fixing with our team, because our phone, how we met our phones, the image was completely flipped. So now if I rotate it this way, that is what we call an issue. So oh, let's not pre-process size. Let's refactor this to be a just rotate, and then we can also do our display mat as equal to doge preprocessing dot preprocessed, and we're just going to do rotate value. Actually, do we ever really need to rotate it behind the scenes? Yeah, we do. Okay. This is probably really stupid, but whatever. We have just a simple rotation value now. I have to remember how computationally intensive rotate is. Because I wonder if it's really worth saving the resize. But whatever. You have to rotate 2 maths now. No! I have an idea. Pre-process the RGB frame. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pre-process RGB. And then... yeah, if we pre-process the RGB frame... yeah, if we refresh the RGB frame, they're only gonna run it once. There we go. That should really save down on operations. And we have errors up with the os. First rotate it. Pre-process rotation. And then we're gonna pre-process. Yeah, we'll just pre-process rotation. And then what we'll do is we can just remove this. Pre-process rotation. Pre-process the rotation. Then we go to our jewel detector. And then we can also just then resize the working mat down to image proc dot resize RGB working mat resize. There you go. So we will rotate before we build. Pre-process rotation. I should just call that rotate, but me with my fancy names. Dead. Me too. Okay. Now this is using flip 180. So that's an autonomous, and we crashed it. Oops. And drill detector initialize. Everything is upside down. So we turn it horizontal. We had a horrendous error somewhere. Okay, so do not rotate while doing that. Or not the fun way. I guess I can clone it. Ooh. Interesting. Let's ask her. Aha. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy that, then rotate the working mat, and then copy the working mat into the display mat, then resize the working mat. Glorious set of steps right there. This is going to be amazing. Worst case, I just ditch this and go back to the original, but it means I have to unrotate and stuff, which I really don't. I forgot. It doesn't care. No, it doesn't care on the S5s. It doesn't care on the S6s either, apparently. And it gave us the frame error. Resize that to the new size, and then... So it doesn't like flip 180. How about counterclockwise 90? So counterclockwise 90 means this should be... Top should be on the... Wait, this is counterclockwise 90. So top should be on the left. And we get an error. And if I flip it back up, watch, it'll work fine. Or we have a memory issue, and the phone will completely freeze up. Disconnected. Okay, Matt. Oh, I remember how much I hate doing this. Because it probably wants me to unrotate it, but I don't want to unrotate it. Or I can just Control Z everything. Let's just Control Z everything. Working mat, working mat, working mat, working mat, working mat, working mat. Downscale, downscale, downscale. Working mat. And we can just upscale it back at the end. Right side, we can draw contours again. That was a whole lot of wasted time now, wasn't it? A shame, and shame indeed, because I mean, it wasn't going to save me that much time, and for crypto box detector, we'll figure out what I can do with that. No, the sad part is, I really wanted to do it this way. Also, I need to delete display mat wherever there's an error. We'll find that later. Okay, so we need to resize. Oh, wait. Is it? It's rotate, and then resize. You have to flip the order on one of them. I forget what it is. It's working mat dot. It's image proc. Dot resize. RGB. Look, we don't have to do that anymore. Undo the rotate value and then draw your contours and stuff to the working mat. And there's going to be an error somewhere in here, bottom of the code. Image proc resize working mat to init size. Working mat. Resize it to the initial size. I can fix the bugs later. I can fix all that stuff later though. Because my only issue is that CryptoBox Detector is currently drawing to a separate mat than what it's working with, and all the other ones are working to draw to the same mat they're working with, and I just kind of don't like the lack of continuity. But that was purely just how it was built. Okay, that's horrendous looking. But anyways, counterclockwise, and I think counterclockwise and clockwise should be flipped. Oh, and you're using... Who's using... who is using the new size to the init size? Oh, no, you guys are all doing new size. Okay. It's just really ugly. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, screen share keeps failing on me, which is amazing. I wish there was a setting to, like, fix it. Like, make it not do that anymore.
soften. There we go. Okay. And let's set you to go to sideways mode. And now top should be on the left. Nope.
Counterclockwise 90. Is still 1. Then what's like 2? If I do like 2, what will happen? Wait, can I do it upside down? Will that work? I doubt it.
Why does it keep shutting off? Like, am I really that low in performance? I gotta start, like, disabling some stuff. Settings. Yeah, can we do, like, a settings? Start on boot. Don't minimize on stream. Use Wi-Fi only. I really don't care about any of that. Okay.
So now, no, this is always going to work. Okay. So that's now correct. And now if I hold it upside down, that's not even a thing you can do. So does Clockwork 90s just work? Does that just like... So Clockwork 90 has no difference.
There's also a very other simple but important shot here, and that's this 50-50. It's a good confrontational handle.
I was gonna say, why do I have ads? You got that YouTube Red, but I forgot this channel doesn't. The GT channel does not have YouTube Red. Because it is peasantry. Drill detector. Oh, so it does do something. Oh. So what was I doing? So Clockwork 90 does do something. 1. -1. There we go. Clockwork 90, then drill detector should have... I'm going to switch it over to flip to 180 after we're done with this, and that way... Flip 180 is good for... I don't know. I can do tutorials on that later. What is this again? Okay, this should be, top should be on the right. Okay, that's done. Lift detector does the 3 size. Now we just need to do working mat is equal to working mat. No, is equal to Doge processing dot preprocess working mat. And we need to change that to be rotation. Rotate value is equal to none. Okay. And that can now be rotate value. And we don't gotta do a copy and do that. We can just do an RGBA dot clone, and then rotate that out. Okay, and then CryptoBox detector, same thing in here. Go to the top. Instead of rotate mat, we're gonna do rotation. It's gonna change to rotation, rotate value, and this will be changed to none. And we're gonna replace this whole rotate mat function with working mat equals Doge processing dot preprocess rotation rotation value. And we gotta do that. Dot clone. Remove that line. Copy. We are good to go. Okay, we did not build the latest jewel detector, did we? Alright, 0 doesn't do anything. Rotate value dot equals. Oh, I want to do it none. Jewel detector. Then what is this clockwork? Then what's kind of clockwise 90? God, what the just kind of clockwise 50, 90. And then what's kind of clockwise 90? Which this is just fun to debug. Okay, so counterclockwise 90 doesn't do it, so apparently those two are now the same. And then how about clockwise 90? How do you just flip it? Do I need to like... Huh. No, that's not it. Okay. So apparently this is just horribly not working. Why? No clue. Working mat, DogeCV to processing. I have no clue now why this is not working. Those two should do two different things. What are the flip codes? I'm doing this horribly wrong, aren't I? Yes, I am. flip code equals more than that. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna work about that later. Let's go back to using none. Just don't even do that. And let's go to working on a crypto box detector. And for the crypto box detector, I want to do better debugging. Oh yeah, where are we drawing the circles? This is like 50. I think this is like 10. I want to draw like... Also, 255 is a really one bad color. It's RGB, so let's do like a... Let's do like a 255 color. Make it really obvious that you're looking at a crypto box. Crypto box. See that one. And our phone's almost gonna die, so we're gonna take a break and do documentation after this. You know what? That's actually not. Ooh, that's the. Oh, did we just have a memory leak? Yep, memory leak. Oh, fun. Memory leak debugging is the most fun thing I get to do. Okay, let's figure out what's memory leaking at. Well, we are displaying the RGBA a lot. That's part of it, I'm thinking. We are doing a resize to new size. We are cloning it. We could do a display method drawing RGB. Let's do that. Display. No, display is equal to null. Display. No, let's just do RGBA dot copy to display, and we're just going to replace every instance of display with we are way down on our radius. This will be like 25, but I think it's 15. So it's like 30. Display. There we go. And we got to figure out now what is memory leaking it. No, we don't gotta initialize that. We can just call. We get to figure out what is causing us issue. Okay. And let's do this. Okay. CryptoBox red. And we are at a smooth 44 megabytes of used memory. We've jumped up to 160. And we are going to initialize. And we are going to get an instant crash.
Is equal to new map.
I just want to bet that these red mask stuff is not being released correctly.
Whatever. I can figure that out. Dual detector. Oh, sorry. Go to box red. Android profiler. 600. Well, we can get debug information before we crash.
Garbage collection is not able to catch up quick enough.
That's for sure.
Okay. So now we get to debug this. Cool. Also for our crypto box detector for red. Where are we? Where are we? We're in red.
Trackable memory could be like a 3. Okay, let's figure out what's going on.
And of course I'll restart the stream, but it's not going to work well.
Okay.
And initialize. Okay. 1.2 gigs, 1.3 gigs.
Crash. Perfect.
No. Damn it.
I need that back. I forgot how to use this. I was using it yesterday really well. I'm guessing it's the mats. Something is not getting allocated correctly. Java heap here. Record memory allocations. Here we go. Okay, stop recording. Let's trim. Wait, no. Whoa, okay, hold on, I think I saw our issue. I think it's my point tracking. Okay, recording. Our garbage collector's trying its best. And it's actually doing a really good job. I gotta give it credit where credit's due. Okay, there we go.
No, don't close it. God damn it. You know what? It may honestly be points.
But points would not fill up memory that quickly, would it? I don't think points would fill up memory that quickly. Because look, if it's... Input. Majority of memory allocation native by the color suggests that it's the mats because that's almost... Yeah, I know it's the mats in this case, but I'm just trying to figure out where I do it because I've cleaned up almost every other memory leak in like jewel detectors and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out where this... I mean, I can just quickly look at where any mat is. That's where... I didn't... I usually... My trick for looking at this, because Levi gave me this code, is to just kind of search for variables mats anywhere that they shouldn't be. I didn't think to look at the list. That's... Why is that not... Oh, why is that not then throwing errors inside of this? Because he's... Yeah, I need to wipe that out. And I is equal to 0, I is equal... actually, I can just cheat and do blue channels, red channels. Private. I can, actually, I can just call it channels and just call it a day, but jewel detector does both, so... Blue channels, red channels. I'm too lazy to just allocate it, or unallocate it, so we're just going to do red channels, blue channels. Go down here. Yeah, I didn't notice this. I thought I would have noticed this, since I've used this filter for a while, but I'm kind of surprised I haven't actually caught that error before. Private list map, blue channels, list. Huh. I mean, that definitely sounds like something that would be, I mean, if we're processing that much information and it's in a list, I mean, it would make sense. It's just, it's kind of surprising. Alright, let's see if that fixes it. I don't know why I haven't caught that before. That's interesting. Because Jewel Detector should even catch that before I do, because that's running both filters at the same time and running it at double the FPS. And Crypto's the only one doing it. Well, we'll see if this is a memory. We'll see if this is it.
200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. That wasn't it. Okay. So now we know. It's going to... Garbage collector is trying. I'll give garbage collector credit. Okay, anywhere else we're defining mat? We're not using return mats anymore. Thank God. Mat. That's resizing it. It's doing a clone operation. Then pre-processing the rotation. I could move red mats, but those are being released. Those are just math functions. Mat input. Okay, so we're not defining mat anywhere else. Okay, then the next solution is... What is the next solution? And our pre-processing function. We are releasing it. Maybe just do a dot clone. Let's see if that does it. Worst case, I think it also could be these color filtering masks. Dot release, I never trust. I don't know why, I just don't. Don't want network. I want memory. Okay, let's find out what happens. Let's find out what happens. I know. Immediately jumped to 300, 400, 500, 600, 7. We're gonna stop it before it even closes. Now, jewel detector. Perfectly balanced. Okay, and jewel detector, what do we do? Yeah, jewel detector does actually... Oh, never mind, jewel detector crashes, but... We'll see if jewel detector does it after a while. Jewel detector, and we're going to run it. It's going to jump to 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. This is jewel detector. Interesting. Interesting. So it has been happening. We've just been lucking out with jewel detector. Or I've horribly messed something up. Like making an entire... I have messed something horribly up. That was what I think was doing it. I'm 90% sure that would have done it. Because that was something I just changed. Because I removed my returning an array to increase performance. Which really sucks. I like the array feature, and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to bring it back for like 1.4 or whatever. I'll bring it back later during like the debug update, but... For right now, is that what solved it? Nope, that is not what solved it. Well, it's getting garbage collected at least. But let's watch a jewel detector spike it, or crypto. Yep, crypto's gonna do it. Return input frame RGBA. Return process frame. Okay. Okay, test 2 now. We're going to... Why don't we just feed it this? Stock clone use. Stock clone dangerous.
Ah, we're about to find out.
We're resizing it. We could do my copy 2 display. We could do the copy 2. There's a couple other places I think I can be messing up my memory allocation. And memory usage. Immediately through the roof. Okay. Okay, at this stage. At this stage, what we're going to do is we're going to stage that file. And yeah, we're going to stage those two. Oh, we're going to also stage DogeCV. No, we're going to stage DogeCV. We're going to stage all of those. We're going to go to tree mode. Team code. Stage the folder of team code. And for this, we're going to stage the lib. I call this resizing. I'm gonna call this rotating. Actually, no. Let's just fucking. Okay, revert changes. Let's see if we saw memory leaks now. If we don't have memory leaks, I'm just gonna call it a night. I mean, I'm gonna get new images ready and then just publish. Well, actually, I did clear up the CryptoBox's results, but my phone battery's on 4% too, which means it needs to be charged. So I'm gonna take a break and charge it. So. Yeah, I have YouTube Red, okay? Don't advertise it. Oh, okay. I'll take a break in the phone's charge, and then I'll come back and work on... And memory leak in 3, 2, 1. Okay. And that's leveled off at 0.6. I'm gonna call that success. And I'm gonna call it. I did something weird. It's spiking and then crashed. Why did it crash? We can check Logcat, and that was from a weird error. Resize. It tried to do it on a null? Oh, it's efficient memory. Failed to allocate. Return mats. Oh, I hate memory management. Oh, I so want to just be done with this. Plus, I have to clean up the data from this anyways. Okay, let's memory vault. Let's analyze this. Okay, we'll let it run for a little bit. Meanwhile, we're going to clean up data. And failed to allocate. Oh, now it's failing to allocate up here. I really wish this had a really badass memory profile. Okay, well then. Oh, Chuck. The memory intensive is not cloned. Oh, I'm bad at this. Java OpenCV.clone memory impact. I honestly could just write. Ugh. Oh. And that's gonna peak. And that's gonna just completely demolish memory. Sad part is I should probably understand this more in C++. At least then I know when I'm pointing references. Java, I have to learn the reference rules they're using. You know what? Just list the mats down here. List of channels. We're never doing more than 2 channels, so I mean, it's a quick, dirty hack, but it may actually do it. Because we're never processing more than 2 channels, and anyways, I think we're setting it. Yeah, we're setting it so we can just override it as much as we want. Doesn't have to worry about old data getting in there and causing issues. Let's see if this helps the memory at all. Curved up X red. Very nice, pleasant dip, but oh, leveled off. I see. Uh-oh, you're allocating a lot of memory now. Stop allocating. Why are you allocating? Where is there a map being defined? RGB2 to copy. Can we like just like do RGB to and on release? Is that something we can do? I hate this so much. There's also so much other work we gotta get done in this. I gotta finish up like organizing it and then getting single frame rendering done and then get... There's a lot of things I actually have to get done with it. And memory leak. Let's at least record it. Just constantly out and then cut it off. Okay. And we can then see what we're allocating so much to. Well, that's fetching results. Do I have a to-do? I don't even want it. I remember the memory profile used to work a lot better. I forget how I made it work last time. I used to have this work like really flawlessly, and I really miss it. Because I really want it back. I just want to get back to memory. Here we go, memory. Yeah, let me see those results. Or we can just pray that I can figure out what is causing the memory leak. Okay, display does not need to be a new mat. Okay, let's build it. Let's see if that fixes anything. I'm doing fun development at this point.
I want to get tracking done so bad. Get better tracking, get memory, get a lot of fun stuff done for the crypto box. I guess we'll release it tomorrow then, though. Okay, and let's just record and stop recording. Okay. Arrange by package. Java, what are you call? What is it? What is getting called? Orange or full stack? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is John Gray calling? What's he even calling Dot Gray? I don't even want Dot Gray. Yeah. That's definitely something. Process the frame. What is getting so allocated? An array list. What the fuck is an array list being called? Oh, really? You. Are we seriously filling our memory up with lines? And mat arrays and sizes. But we don't have that many allocating. We have a lot of array lists and a lot of mats. Okay, so we have an array list here that needs to be dealt with. That's lines vertical apparently is getting allocated a lot. So you know what? We can just control. We can just want to control Z that. We can just control C. And do that, and scroll up, and we can just do some really getting dirty testing. And the mat array for the CryptoBox detector. CV pipeline. We can just do a giant array up here called return mats. Okay, let's see what happens. See if that helps our memory at all.
Doubt it, but we'll see. We have 2% battery on this. We have like very little time to actually debug it, which is fun. Okay, red. That did absolutely nothing. I recorded. Oh, right before it crashed too. Good timing. Arrange by package. Arrange by call stack. There we go. What are you getting called? I just want to see the biggest allocation count. Is the red 55? Okay, allocation count. It's you. Refreshing. I wish you just showed me what was taking up the most memory. Like, how do you arrange that? What's the okay, I gotta look up how to do this. How to determine Android Studio memory profiling. I need to read up on how to use it. Got it. That's what I want. I want a heap size. Here's what I want. I want a heap size dump. I want CryptoBox red. Live. And let's dump memory now. Okay, let's see what we have. Memory dump, that's what I want. I want to see exactly what's happening. I'm completely lost. Oh, yeah. You can do your own memory profiling thing. I want my memory dump. Where's my memory dump? Come on, I believe in you. Where's my memory dump? Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna close you. That's right, you're gonna get closed. Stop it. Where's my memory dump? Oh, let me guess. CPU's having a bad day right now, ain't it? Ah! No! Come back! Where'd he go? Come back. Ooh, OBS is not liking us. Come back. I want you. Yeah, let me see what you have. Meanwhile, I guess we can now charge the S6 because it desperately needs power right now. It is running very low on power. Yes, indeed. There we go. Okay, so Shallow size, retained size. Ooh, we have a lot of beauties in here, don't we? So what is taking up a finalizer reference? What the fuck is that? I don't even want to know. Bitmaps are taking up a... We're only allocating 5. But we are allocating a shit ton of it. What is this? Allocation range by class, range by call stack. Range by class, yeah. So, by looking at this, we can tell that what is range by class name. Mats are like during this period, mats are we've allocated 1,000 of them. Okay, here we go. This is what we... So we've had a lot of them. Okay, so we definitely aren't getting rid of them. That's an issue. And we've allocated 96 of these. And, okay, yeah, these are... Okay, so it's white in CryptoBox detector. Okay, so that's the mask. That's our working mat. This is our referent. Here we go. Okay, we're diving deeper in. Oh, we've dived deeper in. Okay, if something tells me we're gonna have to go through a very, very large amount of that. Oh god. What did I do? Oh, what did I do? Oh dear lord, I did something bad. So it's index 1 in that. 8. Here we go. Index. Oh, index in. Huh. Where the hell? Okay, retain size. We only have. Let's index 1 in that. And how many of these do we have? We have 96 of them. Okay. So, we have... What has the biggest retained size? What has the biggest depth? What has the biggest shallow size? Oh, sorry, I want to go this one. Who has... You are just huge. I just want to know where you are. Jump to source. Okay. So it's something in here. Return mats is equal to process frame to RGBA. Jump to source, jump to source, jump to source, jump to source, jump to source. Oh yeah, I just had something like that. Oh well. I honestly am stumped on this. I could just maybe. I have a feeling this is doing it. Input frame dot release. That's just a CV view frame. Why do I have a feeling return frame? See if that does literally anything for that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be back and do some like go over and look at this. I really should just spend my time and just organize my code more right now. But I'll go ahead and take a look. Sadly, version 1.0 is gonna be delayed even more, probably for another day. Unless I pull late night, which I probably will for this. So I'll be back. Adios.